Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. Everybody faces battles in their life. For some, they're actually in the military, and these are military battles. But for others, we have lots of battles and conflicts and controversies that we hit in our lives. Some of them are outside of us and in relationships or through work or school or things like that. For others, they're internal in the sense that they may be psychologically internal as we battle those deep issues that haunt us, or they may be physically internal as we're struggling against disease or other health matters. But we all face major conflicts and battles in life. And I was reading in Joshua a passage that just blew me away for what it had to say about this. The passage is found in Joshua chapter 5, and in the flow of the Old Testament narrative, Joshua had reached a point where the invasion of the Holy Land was imminent. God had provided for the Israelites to cross over the Jordan River on dry land. God was leading this charge, and Joshua was the earthly leader. God had been speaking with Joshua about this, and so I think Joshua had to feel pretty good about it, all things considered. But he goes out to survey the battlefield, and he goes out to see Jericho, that first big town that must be conquered by Israel. And when he goes out there, he sees something thoroughly unexpected. He sees a man he doesn't know standing there, and the man's drawn his sword. That's ancient battle speak for the man is about to engage in battle. I mean, your sword stays sheathed, kind of like your gun stays holstered in the Old West. When you're pulling it out, it's ready to go. And so Joshua sees the man, says, doesn't recognize him, says, "Are you for us or against us?" And the man says, "I am the commander of the Lord's army." Well, Joshua does what I think most of us would have done in that day. He falls flat on the ground in humility and pays homage and has one question: what should I do? And I really like that question, because when we face battles and we face conflicts, really all we need to know is bow before the Lord and ask him, what should I do? Now, if the angel had said, because clearly this was an angel, if the angel had said, get up and walk around like a balking chicken, flapping your arms, then Joshua should have done that. But more typically, you would expect the angel to say, get your army, put these people over here and those people over there. At the count of three, everybody goes. Or maybe even give the advice about the trumpets that wound up being used in the whole Jericho battle. But no, what the angel says is he says, take your shoes off, your sandals off, because you're standing on holy ground. In other words, when we go into battle, we not only ask God, what should I do? But we hear his answer, which is, number one, get your heart and your mind right before God. If our hearts and minds aren't right before God, it doesn't matter what instructions he gives us. So rule one for me today is not only to ask God what he wants me to do today, but to have my heart and my mind right on him, seeing him for who he is as the Holy One who gives me direction. And that's why I've made this your video thought for today.